Alright, Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro. Now we gotta talk about the Sigma who said, he commented in the comment section, he said his title of his account was literally named the Sigma Male. They're so sus, they're so scared, they're tucked their nuts into a vagina so well that they have to put on the end of their name, I'm a male. Alpha male, I'm a male. Sigma male, I'm still a male. I'm still a male. Even though I gotta dominate, I'm still a male. At the end of the day, the Sigma male, he's scared of the Alpha. Yeah, he's scared of the Alpha. The Sigma lives his whole life hiding on the sideline. He gotta be mysterious. When he see the woman that he really want, he gotta, wow, that guy's mysterious. Every time I walk past him, he's always hiding. At the end of the day, Sigma males don't look like this. Listen, that's that you, bro. I didn't grow up hearing about no Sigma male. He talking about you ain't outside with the real alpha, with the real wolves. Where do you think I work out at? I work out around the wolves. Soon as I leave this penthouse building and go downstairs, soon as I hop on an elevator, I'm around the real wolves. At the end of the day, you gotta understand, I live like down the street from a college. I repeat, I live down the street from a college. There's unlimited females over here. There's unlimited wolves over here. There's unlimited wolves. This is a upscale neighborhood. That means it's unlimited wolves. I'm around the real wolves. The melanated community, they talking about, yeah, you ain't in the hood. The melanated community in the hood, those are not the real wolves. The white man, he goes to the hood and he's safe. He's safe. Safe. He's safe. Like baseball, he's safe. At the end of the day, the melanated community, when the last time you heard them, oh, we beefing with the Persians, we beefing with the Indian man. They only beef with people the same skin color. That is not the real wolves. They want to be the real wolves. They're the fake wolves. How is the melanated community the real wolves? Those are the victims. Those are the oppressed people. At the end of the day, they don't even have, bro, war costs money. They don't have enough money to go to war. They can't send nukes. They can't drop bombs. They don't have a task force. They don't have a police force. They're all going to go to jail and they're all going to snitch on each other. At the end of the day, listen, this is why you don't prove anything. This is why you don't prove yourself in life. You let people think whatever they want to think. At the end of the day, the upscale neighborhood, the suburbs is where the real wolves at. This is why the YNs, they're afraid to come to the suburbs. They're afraid. I repeat, the YNs are afraid to come to the suburbs because they feel like if they come to the suburbs, it's too many people that don't look like them. It's only 3 melanated people in my community that are dudes. Now, it's melanated women, but they're in interracial relationships. They with a Latino man who got some money. They with a white man who got some money. They with an Indian dude who got some money. They're not like with Pookie and Ray Ray. Pookie and Ray Ray is not even a threat. They're a threat to all the melanated people. If you're not BLK, if you're not part of the black community, you have nothing to worry about in the hood. And those ricochet bullets, those are not for you. Those were for the people that look like them. At the end of the day, when you go to the hood, they leave a white dude alone. They think he's an informant. They think he's an undetective police officer. They think he's an undercover police officer. They leaving him alone. The Indian dude, they know, oh, he's not going to mess with us. They're not targeting what people think they're targeting. The melanated community, listen, Carmelo Anthony was the last, he was the first and he was the last to ever delete a white person. The melanated community is not like Carmelo Anthony, I'm telling you. They do that on a regular to their own people. That is not the real wolves. This is why you don't prove anything, because if I was to prove anything and show my street, be like, yeah, I'm on this street, this is what city I live in, they're gonna be like, oh, bet, we got the drop on King 40, we got the drop on Penthouse 40, now we about to slide. That's where the setup comes at. At the end of the day, do not let the bots fool you. These people are bots. They are not content creators. Do not let them fool you. At the end of the day, they just want you to prove that you be around the wolves so they can see the street, they can see any signs, that say where you're located at. They just want to see where you're located at. At the end of the day, it costs too much for you to be located over here. I repeat, at the end of the day, it costs too much for you to be located over here. He talking about I'm not around the real wolves. I have a job. I'm around the wolves all day. I work out 3 times a day. I hit the gym 3 times a day. I'm around the wolves more than enough. You think I get these biceps and triceps at home? No, I do 3 sets of push-ups everywhere I'm at. When I go eat burgers, when I go to Five Guys, I'm around the wolves. When I go to Chipotle, I'm around the wolves. When I get in an Uber, I'm around the wolves. At the end of the day, stop the cap. The wolves are all around you. This is what people don't understand. You cannot run away from the wolves. The wolves are the 99.9% of people. They all been hurt before. At the end of the day, you get in a relationship with a single mother, she's a wolf. He think the wolves are the people who are at the corner store with the guns, with the illegal guns, but as soon as they see the sheriff, they're running. Those are not the wolves. Yeah, those are not the wolves. At the end of the day, they're gonna run. They're scared. Those are not the wolves. At the end of the day, no. I'm talking about females and men. At the end of the day, do you know judges live in my building? Lawyers live in my building. The people that give people 99 years to life live in my building. At the end of the day, I'm around the real wolves. If I slap or put my hands on one of these dudes in this building and get into an altercation because I was in my feminine, listen, they could throw the book at me. So at the end of the day, I'm around the real wolves. He can't afford to be around the real wolves, so he gotta feel like you gotta prove it. Where you live at, where you located. That's where the setup comes at. At the end of the day, don't ever get tricked out your position. Don't let these people know where you be at. At the end of the day, we in Dallas, and we in Dallas, and we in Dallas. Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro. You gotta be around the wolves to get buys and tries like this. You gotta lift the wolves' weights. At the end of the day, Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.